Imagine a misty morning in the forested hills somewhere around 1907. French colonial officers were measuring distances, sketching lines over cliffs and valleys, carving up Siam and Cambodia on paper. On their map, the spectacular temple of Preah Vihear ended up on Cambodia's side. Local people, Thai and Khmer farmers, villagers, monks, may have heard about the survey. They saw the temple not by maps, but by footpaths, hills, and the rhythm of seasons. Those borderlines felt strange, drawn far from lives lived on the ground. Thailand never officially protested, but those maps left a quiet ache, a gap between law and the lived earth. Nearly a century later, the International Court of Justice, ICJ, said Preah Vihear belonged to Cambodia. In 1962 and again in 2013, but even then, nearby hills like Phu Makwea or Phnom Trap remained contested, unresolved. History rattles the present. Time didn't heal the divide. In 2008, when Cambodia tried to bring UNESCO attention to Preah Vihear, Thailand bristled. Troops faced off, tensions flared. The past whispered again into headlines, reminding everyone that old wounds don't go away. May 2025, a skirmish that shook the calm. Spring 2025 saw an explosion of tension. On May 27, Thai and Cambodian soldiers exchanged fire near Chong Bok in the disputed Emerald Triangle. A Cambodian soldier died. It was a short clash, but the echoes were loud, across borders, politics, and the marketplaces of both nations. Weeks later, a private phone call between Thailand's Prime Minister Paetongtarn Shinawatra and Cambodia's Hun Sen was leaked, inflaming politics in Bangkok. The scandal triggered resignations and a major political crisis. The conflict explodes, July 24th, 2025. Then on the morning of July 24th, everything changed. A peaceful dawn at Muen Thom Temple turned deadly. Explosions rocked nearby villages. Civilians ran for cover. Rockets from Cambodia raked Thai territory. Thailand answered with F-16 fighter jets, strafing military targets. Over the next 3 days, artillery rattled across at least 12 hotspots. At least 38 people died, and more than 3,000 Yawa locals, Thai and Cambodian, fled their homes, their lives uprooted, lines crossing on maps and hearts. To many, the fighting was about temples and territory. To others, it was national pride. Politicians on both sides tapped into long-held resentments. Nationalist rhetoric, old alliances, whispered betrayals, all of it fed the fire. Despite the violence, diplomats worked behind closed doors. Malaysia, chair of ASEAN, offered its room in Kuala Lumpur to host peace talks. The United States added pressure. President Trump warned that trade talks would pause unless the fighting stopped. July 28th. A fragile peace. On the night of July 28th, a ceasefire was announced. A pause in the sound of rockets. Malaysia, the US, and China watched as leaders shook hands in Putrajaya. It was called immediate and unconditional, but fragile. The aftermath. Minefields under silence. Once the guns fell silent, the land remained dangerous. On August 9th, a landmine blew up near Surin province, injuring 3 Thai soldiers. Thailand blamed Cambodia. Cambodia said they were old mines left behind and that cleanup was underway. Then, on August 12th, a Thai soldier stepped on another mine near Thom and was seriously hurt. Tensions spiked again. Thailand accused Cambodia of violating the Ottawa Convention banning landmines. Cambodia denied it. ASEAN observer teams were deployed to monitor the line, lives torn by roots, maps, and rockets. Behind politics, real people were hurt. Over 78,000 Cambodian migrant workers returned home, driven by fear, rumors, and job loss. Many were left with debts and no clear future. Families lost homes. In camps and shelters, mothers wept over children. Fathers stared at ruined fields where rice once grew. Elders watched shattered temples from afar, recalling stories their parents told, now overshadowed by smoke and loss. The stakes, smoke screens, and real pain. This was not just a fight over land. It was a clash between memory and maps, between old friendships turned sour, and between national pride and personal suffering. A leaked political phone call, a temple, a hill. That's the tapestry. And people, the ones who awakened to laughter and wind and sun, were pushed into darkness. Diplomacy begins. Malaysia's halls, pressure from the US, hopes kindled. Peace, brittle. Ceasefire declared. Danger lingers. Landmines, injured soldiers, observers walking dusty lanes. Life in ashes. Migrant jobs lost, homes destroyed, futures uncertain.